I just wanted to get on right quick. When I was on my way to work this morning, I kind of thought about this. Well, God brought it back to my remembrance. So yesterday, I should back up, backstory, right? Okay, so yesterday I came on, I was talking about how, I was talking about miracle signs and wonders and how basically I asked God to, be able to see those things. I wanted to experience those. Like I wanted to experience miracle signs and wonders. I wanted to see them. I want my thing is if God says, "Oh, this is something that you'll be able to experience or see or witness or whatever," like whatever it is, I want to be able to see it. Like I want to be I want to see it. Like that's my thing. Like wherever God has for me, I want. And so part of it is like you see like the miracles that they talk about like in the Bible. If I could see that now, like today, like I want to see it. I think that's super dope, right? And so I talked about that kind of yesterday, how I asked that, like I want to see a miracle, and then God showed me a miracle. And so then it reminded me of today. Well, today it reminded me of how, and I may have already told y'all about the story. I don't really remember, but I just remembered it today. So yeah, we're just gonna go through it like y'all never heard it, right? So, back in about 2015, 2016, I don't remember which year, I did a spiritual gifts test. It was like the first time I ever done one. And so I did the test, and with spiritual gifts, in the Bible it talks about spirit gifts, different gifts, and there's like a whole list of them right in the Bible. And so these tests, they're not like the end all be all. They're basically like a starting point so you can kind of like know where to start, what might be your gifts, what might be some things that you're strong in, what areas that you do really well in, or that you might have a gifting for, that God gave you. And so like you can use the test to kind of show you like where some things that you might be, gifted in basically. And so like I took the test and I got my results back and they were cool. And then, but the one thing, like, cause some of them I can be like, okay, yeah, I can see I'm kind of high in this area or some things. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely have nothing to do with that. So yeah, I can see what that's at the bottom of this, right? But then one of them, like, was right dap straight in like the middle, and it was the gift of faith. And so at the time, I wasn't that sure how spiritual gifts went, right? So I was just like, God, I want you to increase my faith because I didn't like the fact that the gift of faith was something in the middle. Now I know now like the gift of faith is a little bit different than that, than what I was thinking of it. I was thinking of it as in, do you really believe in God, basically? And so the gift of faith is not just like, oh, do you believe in God, but like there are some things that you have to have like a super large amount of faith to be able to believe. Like there are things like the gift of healing, to believe that people's arms would just grow out of nowhere, like from out of an empty socket, that their arm can just grow just like that. Now that takes an extreme amount of faith, That's different from saying, oh, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, all that kind of stuff. Like those are two different, that's on two different levels. And so with the gift of faith, it was like by the time I didn't know exactly what it was. So I was like, you know what, God, I don't like the fact that the gift of faith for me it's like just in the middle. Like it wasn't high. I mean, it wasn't like completely zero or anything, but it wasn't high, and I didn't like that. So I asked God. I was like, God, can you increase my faith? I wanted the gift of faith to be higher, and so and then that was pretty much it. I didn't really think much else about it. But like after a while, like over the next couple like days and weeks or whatever, God started showing me different things. I don't exactly remember everything that happened, but it was something whereas like there'd be moments where I might have been trusting God for something and he'll come through. And so it's like, oh wow, I prayed for this thing and then here it is. Here it is manifested. And it'll be like, it was a lot of situations like that, or how like, I think during that same time, I was reading like a devotional and like, I'll be having a conversation with someone and they'll bring up a verse or they'll talk, like mention it, right? And then I'll read my devotional that night. It'll literally be the same verse. And like, how on earth, like, because they didn't know what I was reading or whatever. I didn't tell them like I was reading devotional or whatever. But it'll be the exact same one. And like the first time, like, oh, that's coincidence. But like after like the third, fourth time, it's like, okay, no, this is not a coincidence. This is God literally, doing this or whatever. And so like little by little, God started to increase my faith just by showing me like these small things, and then opening my eyes to Him, like how He moves like throughout my day to day and all that kind of stuff. And so then maybe a couple months later, I don't exactly remember the time frame. I took the test again, and basically the gift of faith for me ended up being the third. So my third gift, it went from like the middle to third. So I think that's cool.